I'm literally makeshifting my whole entire thing right now. I'm gonna just answer no questions. I'm gonna just freestyle what I've been asked recently. How did I get into managing, which has been in the One High video. Like what challenges I faced and shit like that. But a lot of people have been wanting me to do a podcast and vlog, and I used to do vlogs, but I low-key stopped it because it was mad corny, low-key. But not like lately, things have been going pretty well. It's definitely like, a marathon, not a sprint. But, this whole management thing is pretty cool because, like, there's a lot of managers out there and a lot of people out there that are in the music industry for the wrong reasons. Whether it's just like for a quick cash out on like an advance or clout or whatever. But like, one thing that I think is proving in my work of Cruel Society with me and Drew, like with the company itself, is like what we're setting out to do, not what we're talking about. Like what we've been doing and not talking about kind of like establishes us as a, we walk the walk and talk the talk. And that being said, it's like what I've been doing and what we've been doing as a group, as a partnership, and as Cruel Society has been in the right reasons in the music industry, which is really to, take these unestablished artists and give them some sort of platform. Now, like, we're not academics, we're not No Jumper, we're not Lyrical Lemonade, you know what I'm saying? We're not Hakeem from Victor Victor. Like, I'm certainly none of those. Now, can you argue that, like, I'm working to get to a position where I could be like that? Hell yeah. Like, I got my DJ shit back there. Like, Zach B is a big inspiration. Like, all that stuff. Yeah, I could definitely argue that I want to try to do that. But right now, the whole management thing is pretty ground level. Like, I'm on the ground. I'm traveling. I'm doing shows. Working with artists in the studio, late night sessions, nonstop, no sleeping, going to LA, going to Atlanta, going to Florida, going to the city in New York. So I think one thing that has like really shown me as to why I love this management stuff so much is that the results are super tangible. Lately I've been seeing like a lot more artists that I'd never really hit up, but like I've always been like, yo, they're fire, like have been hitting me up, being like, yo, you're goated, like, yo, what you're doing for the Underground's fire, like, yo, boom boom boom. Like, so the cool thing about this is the results are more tangible. Like, you get a lot more recognition, although some of it might not be real. When you link them in person, like, it's definitely like all love. And another thing that I'm working on right now that I'm really excited about, this is just like a little recap of like what's going on. In like a month and a half, I'm gonna have One High coming around with me everywhere, and it'll be like legit vlogs. Yeah, one thing that like I've noticed is that like you gotta zoom out on like success or failure. So like one thing I tell Caps Lock all the time, and I told Keith Montana all the time, was like, when in doubt, zoom out. Like social media, and for young artists, it's such a quick like road to fame because of TikTok, and you have the funnel, you have the TikTok to Instagram with your link tree, and it has everything organized, right? It's a quick shoot to fame in a sense, in their eyes. You're not an A-list celebrity, but in a young kid's eyes, imagine being 16 and like getting millions of streams, right? And then all of a sudden, like, you're still doing millions of streams, or 5, 6, 7 figure streams a day, but you don't have like that hit song, right? So like I always tell Caps Lock, for example, or any artist I work with that I might not even manage, and they're like, yo Sam, like, what do I do? Like, I feel like I'm falling off, blah blah blah. You always just gotta like zoom out. Like, once you zoom out and see where you came from, like, perfect example, there's this artist Bika. I want to gatekeep him because I fuck with him so much, and I don't really trust the industry, but I trust him, and I believe in him. There's an artist Bika. He started releasing music in October. October was, October, November, December, January, February, March. 5 months ago. In 5 months, bro. he's not blown up, but like in 5 months he made noise, bro. Like we just took him to his first studio session and he fucking killed it. Like all these labels are interested, like looking at him now, you know. So like it's such a quick road to fame that I think if you don't have the right character or right mentality of like your vision of where you want to go, you're not gonna last long. And I'm not saying that in a way that like, oh, you're not talented, but I'm saying it in like how you're built. Like if you can't sustain it, you're not gonna, you know, make it type shit. So I think one thing that I've learned too is like this management stuff is not it's not easy, but it's not hard. It's just you need to understand like the different levels of business. You need to understand how to market. You need to understand how to be presentable. You need to understand how to be professional. You need to understand how to connect with these artists. You know, there's a lot of managers or people out there that don't understand where these artists come from. Don't understand how to like talk to these artists. And they come off very business professional or very business oriented. And it kind of pushes the artists away, you know? So that's one thing that I think a lot of people need to understand. It's like, yo, we're in the industry of helping people, but we're also in the industry of art. And it just so happens that nowadays art is a business. So you need to have that, you know, I'm blessed. I'm an artist as well. Like I don't make music, but I make clothes. So I'm blessed that I have that artistic background and creative flow in my head of like the artist development and how you're supposed to develop a product to sell it or to put it out there for music. But I also understand the business side of things. So like that's what I think keeps me leveled. And I also have like high morals. So like I do believe people are really good until proven, you know, different. And that's something that I think a lot of artists and a lot of people need to understand is like, don't show all your cards at once. That's the theme of this, whatever the fuck I'm putting together, this under 10-minute thing. The management, how do I get into management? How do I, you know, scale up my artists? How like, what have I challenged? Like, what things have I seen that challenged me? One thing is like, don't ever, and I still do to this day, but I'm in a position where I have to because I don't work at a label. I'm independent. I run a label. So it's like, don't ever show your hand. Once you show your hand, like, it's clipped. Like, for real. And it's a fucked up thing. But again, what I said was, we're in the industry where the art is the business. So people will take that art and use it against you. But again, that's business. Like people have to, you know, it's crazy because these artists are so young, but like they have to learn early, and that's why I'm so blessed that I'm able to teach some of these artists like, yo, like this is a business, and I'm here to help you. And I don't mean to say like I'm the only one that could help, because that seems a little weird. You know, like, I know there's a lot of managers that could help. I know there's a lot of A&Rs that could help. I know there's good people in this industry. But for some of these young artists, bro, I was young too. Everyone's gullible. People always believe the first thing they hear. But you need to find a balance of, like, trusting people, but also, like, keeping things to yourself. Because you could sit on so much music. You could sit on so much music and you could have all this talent, say, I'm going to be big one day, blah, blah, blah. But you don't do anything with it because you don't have a plan to execute. And that's something I think the underground lacks. But anyway, that was just diarrhea of the mouth. I literally just went like point A to Z. This is just one little vlog because I got bored. I was watching the Cole Bennett Lyrical Lemonade interview with Hakeem from Victor, and I was like, you know what? People have been wanting me to talk on camera. People have been wanting me to do podcasts. People want me to do this and that, the third. Like, alright, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. And I can't make the excuse that I don't got my boy One Hot. I got a camera right here. Let me set it up all janky and shit on my sewing table. And let me just make something real quick. But anyway, that's that. I got an album coming out. That sounds like I'm making music. I got an album I'm curating, putting together, with a lot of underground artists that are doing well, that are, you know, up, and I'm excited to put that out. We also got I can't talk about it, but we got something special coming very soon that I think a lot of people are gonna be very surprised with. So that's it. I'm Sam. My camera's about to die, and I'm gonna get out this bitch.